Hello, fellow Mechwarriors and toy enthusiasts. This is the original Dougram Roundfacer. Well, kind of. In 1982, I bought a toy at KB Toys in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it looked very similar to this. In fact, here's a picture of what the exact one looked like. Notice the canopy is very similar to this. And there's a reason for that, is because the original toy was called the Dougram Roundfacer.
When I first saw the Dougram Roundfacer, I knew immediately it was the one. The other toys were cool, sure, but this one looked like it had just stepped out of a real war somewhere on another planet. It was heavy in my hands because parts of it were metal, and that made it feel like a real machine, not just another plastic toy. The cockpit dome was red like the pilot inside was looking out over a battlefield, and those big round missile pods on the shoulders looked like they could wipe out an entire army if they fired all at once. Living in Albuquerque, there was a lot of open desert and mountains around, and in my imagination, that was the perfect place for this machine to fight. Every pile of rocks or hill became some distant planet where the Roundfacer marched across the battlefield like a giant armored soldier. When I set it down on the ground, it didn't just stand there. In my mind, it stomped, each step shaking the ground as enemies ran for cover. But the version in my head kept evolving. Years later, that same machine would return on the battlefield in a new form, the GRF-2N Griffin. This wasn't just a toy anymore. It was a battlefield legend. The new Griffin carried two MRM-30 launchers, one mounted on each torso, capable of throwing massive clouds of rockets across the battlefield. Alongside those were torso rocket launchers for sudden bursts of overwhelming firepower. When those things fired together, it looked like a storm of missiles streaking across the sky. The machine also carried ECM, electronic countermeasures. That meant enemies had trouble even detecting it on sensors. It could move through the battlefield like a ghost, striking before anyone knew it was there. Despite all that firepower, it was still fast enough to keep moving. At 73.6 kilometers per hour, the Griffin could reposition quickly, crest hills, and appear where the enemy least expected it. And because of that combination of speed, stealth, and overwhelming missile power, the GRF-2N became something more than just another mech. It became an icon, the kind of machine that, when it appears on the battlefield, everyone notices. Some pilots see it and think, good, reinforcements. Others see it and think, uh-oh, that one means trouble. But to that 11-year-old kid in Albuquerque, it will always be the same thing it was the first time he saw it sitting on the shelf in the toy store. The coolest giant robot in the universe. The one he absolutely had to have.
When we come into the mech lab, it's pretty simple. Two MRM-30s, two rocket launchers, and we've got 4.5 tons of ammo. These are the only weapons we have, so I stripped out some of the arms in order to make this build work, but I kept all the armor in the legs and in the torsos, and even on the head and the center torso. When we come and look at the meat and potatoes, we have a heat management of 1.45, which is stellar. The firepower is given as 60.7, speed is 73.6, and I took the jump jets off. Quite frankly, I just never use them, and I'd have to sacrifice ammo or armor in order to get those on. Probably both. When we come and look at the firepower, we have a heat dissipation of 10% and a velocity of 20%. Survival. Base armor, left arm, and right arm, we're getting plus 10. And then in the structure for the center torso, we're getting plus 10. Left and right torso plus 13, left and right arm plus 12, and left and right leg plus 13. We're also getting an ECM target range reduction of 30%, which is actually really nice. When we come down and look at the skills, you can see that I did as much as I could into cooldown, but I still had to put some into heat to keep that heat management in check. I did some in velocity. I definitely did some more ammo, tighter spread, and more chances of doing critical damage. Scuttle density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, always maxed out. If there was more nodes I could do in there, I would. 2 points in overheat damage, just in case. You never know when it's going to get hot, and it's always a good idea to be protected. Cool run and heat containment, so I can have that override on, and also, more importantly, I can ride the heat wave a little bit better. Seismic sensor. I want to know if somebody's coming in behind me. And definitely adding the ECM enhancement on here is going to make a difference, and also sensor range. You want to be able to detect people coming at further range, so you're more aware of their situation. That ties in with seismic sensor and having ECM as well. And then I did a single cool shot and 2 artillery strikes. Ironically, the original camo color of this is actually more perfect than any color that I have in my kit bag as far as the coloring goes. So all I really did is just added some red lines here and here, added the Z18, put an insignia on each one of the arms, the best one I could come up with, and try as I might, I couldn't find anything that would make this canopy look red or even reddish. It's really kind of a bummer in that regard. I wish there was a way that you could actually have a spray painter or something that could make the canopy a different color. But otherwise, I think this worked out really well. I had to use all of my decal placements in order to make this work out, but it did work out really well, I feel. And I think this is a great looking mech, and I'm really looking forward to driving this on the battlefield. I hope you like the matches coming up. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content.
Article.
All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area
So this
and
build
engage
does
any
not have
hostiles.
stealth armor on it, but it does have ECM on it. And then I have rocket pods and then 2 MRM-30s.
An override, we trust.
That looks like a gore wing. It's not, but it looks like one. I'm all confused. I don't know where I am right now. Oh, Fox 9.
The hostiles have already started to make a dent. Be sure to stop them.
Override
I don't
engaged.
like not having LRMs.
Yeah, this build that I have doesn't have LRMs. It has MRMs and rockets.
Artillery strike.
I have rotary
online.
C2 and SRMs,
Nice.
but I don't feel like I do.
Target
great with
spotted.
With the rotary, you kind of want to keep distance and pepper the enemy as other people are shooting at them.
it. Yeah,
And then the SRMs are all about close quarters defense.
yeah.
Target acquired.
Contact
Target
H7,
spotted.
Gulf 7.
New target acquired. New target acquired. Artillery strike activated. New target
They're pushing
acquired.
Gulf 7 hard right now. They're moving in. And looks like we have people going to H7.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Well, I'm going to get among them in the buildings. They're
Target
going to try and
spotted.
push us out of the circle. Be careful, guys.
Target spotted.
Artillery strike activated.
I just dropped an arty strike on those 3 guys in Gulf 6.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
There's a Timberwolf in the city near Gulf 5. He's got a light mech with him in the water. Yeah, those guys in the city are a distraction, but try to hold them.
I'm in bad shape.
They're pushing Fox 6 now. Gave up on Gulf 6.
New target acquired.
I'm done.
I'm almost out of some ammo.
They're on the other side of the building.
New target acquired.
Yeah, I got guys behind me now.
Introduce critical damage.
Good
That
kill.
guy. I was hoping I could take him. I can hit that guy just barely from here. I want to see if this guy's close to me. There's a way that you can use the exterior so you can see if somebody's close. I didn't get any.
New target acquired.
Now let's push H. He's alone. Wow, I didn't do too bad for my first time. This is why a lot of people don't use heavy lasers. They take forever to fire.
Yes, it's annoying.
Left torso critical damage.
Nice job.
Command is happy to hear of your success and achievements on the surface.
I did so horrible. But I did have 2 savior kills.
I had 1 killing blow, 1 solo kill, 2 KMDDs, some damage, and I got a brawling too. How did Dino Hunter do? 319, not bad.
How much?
He did 319.
Oh, that's what it is.
Shadowcat's not an entry-level mech, that's for sure. If you're looking for an alternative build to the build that I've come up with, I did come up with this also as a possible option. And this is the stealth version of this mech. You get 2 rocket pod 20s, 2 MRM-10s, 2.5 tons of ammo, and 2 medium X-pulse lasers. And this is full stealth. Check it out.
Artillery strike unknown. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
You didn't see anything.